What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Gaming. Today we're taking a look at 10 misconceptions about gamers from non-gamers. Now, some non-gamers really like to believe every little stereotype they've ever heard about us gamers, and we're here today to talk about those stereotypes and why you should stop believing them. If we could smash 1,000 likes on this video, that would be amazing, but with that said, let's get right into it. Number 10. All gamers are huge nerds. While there are actually a pretty good amount of gamers that would consider themselves nerds, you can't just lump us all around together and call us all nerds. Some gamers like coming home after a long hard day and winding down with some games. Not every single gamer out there is a mega nerd who collects Star Trek action figures and is fluent in Klingon. Playing games doesn't make someone a nerd, and what's so bad about being a nerd anyway? There shouldn't be anything wrong with being passionate about something. Most gamers won't make you feel bad or discriminate against you just because of what you're passionate about. As long as what they're passionate about doesn't hurt anyone else, then people should be free to enjoy whatever they love. Some gamers are nerdy, but that doesn't mean all of us are. Number 9, video games make us violent. As long as shooter video games have existed, there have been people out there blaming them for violence. There was a study done years ago that said that gamers became violent through their games. But those studies, if you even call them that, were proven false. No matter how bad you want the source of our anger to stem from video games, it won't. Non-gamers want to associate us getting furious at Dark Souls with some random person going and causing a tragedy. I'm sorry, but it does not work like that. The worst thing most gamers will do when angry is break their own stuff. Whether it's a monitor, console, controller, or some other thing that you use while gaming, if they're on a rampage and looking to destroy something, 9 times out of 10 it'll be their own things. I mean, why would a virtual scenario get us so mad that we would want to cause physical harm to another person? Now, I understand that these games have the potential to look really violent, but playing a violent game and wanting to cause physical harm to another human being are two paths that will more than likely never meet. Number 8. Gamers are all single and lonely. So I'm not too sure who came up with this one, but gamers have as much potential to find a mate as anyone else. It's not like playing video games just magically forces you into a bubble where you're doomed to be alone forever. Some non-gamers paint us as antisocial cave dwellers who only associate with other gamers online. I mean, it's 2017, and I've got people who are still surprised that gamers can have relationships, and I honestly don't know how someone can believe that picking up a controller means you're undateable. This stereotype is just cruel. I mean, how could anyone think that just because they're a gamer that they'll never find a significant other? If you are a person that thinks that way, you should probably go and sort out your priorities, because whether or not someone can get a date really does not at all correlate with the sole fact that they play video games. Number 7, all gamers are men. Oh boy, this is probably my favorite one. I can't even count the amount of times I've gone into a gaming store with my girlfriend like GameStop or EB Games, and the people that work there just look at her like an alien. Girls have the right to play video games just as much as men do. Oh, and also, all girl gamers aren't e-girls. If your perception of women is this distorted in this day and age, you definitely need to change your ways. In addition to this, the amount of times my girlfriend has gotten harassed on a daily basis just for being a girl who plays video games is pretty disgusting. Gaming is not a gender-specific hobby, so all of the boys out there who think this way, you should probably stop or you'll become the single and lonely stereotype. Girl gamers aren't just fake ones who lick controllers for Instagram photos. Girl gamers are real, and for some reason that upsets a large majority of boys. If you're either a male or a female gamer, be proud. The gaming community is an awesome one to be a part of, and we should all be proud of this awesome community that we've built together. Don't let the toxicity of male and female gamers alike discourage you. Number 6, we all live in our parents' basements. While a few gamers do live in their parents' basements, that doesn't mean every single one of us is destined to live there forever. Gamers can move out on their own, have jobs, and not live in their parents' basements at 35. And a few of us gamers happen to live upstairs in their parents' house. And you know what? Living with your parents isn't a bad thing. I'm really not sure what became that bad about it, but unless turning 20 comes with a free house, people can stop with that whole stereotype. Yes, it may be more common to move out of your parents' house as soon as possible, but really, if you don't have the financial means necessary to do so, don't put yourself in a massive debt just to move into your first apartment at age 20. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and live in your parents' basements forever, but if you can't safely afford to move out, don't. Because this may come as a surprise, there are people out there who still live in their parents' basements and houses who aren't gamers. Wow! Gamers aren't the only people living in their parents' houses after they turn 20. I personally moved out of my house at age 17 and I am a gamer. In addition to this, I now have my own bills to pay and I hate it. So with that being said, I would like to make the general consensus that living in your basement is actually quite advantageous as you can save a lot of money. Number 5, all gamers are hardcore gamers. So apparently some people seem to think that if you're a gamer, you're automatically a hardcore gamer who stays up for days grinding different games. You know, typical hardcore gamer stuff. So unfortunately, this stereotype fails to acknowledge the casuals out there. Being a gamer does not mean staying up, chugging Red Bulls, and eating chips all the time. You can just pick the controller up every once in a while to play some games for a few hours and still be a gamer. I've actually met people who look stunned at me when I mention that I play video games for a living when I meet them when I'm out and about. Like, how is that even a thing? Not every gamer lives in the shadows surrounded in blankets and empty energy drink cans. Personally, I try to go to the gym very often and stay healthy and away from all of the chips and energy drinks. Actually, the majority of gamers I've met have really clean setups. You don't have to confine yourself to a room for hours on end just to be a gamer. A lot of gamers are actually pretty OCD with that stuff and are extremely tidy and neat. Number 4, gamers don't get anywhere in life. For some reason, some people seem to think that just because you play video games, you're not going to go anywhere in life. Well, that's definitely not true. The gaming industry is a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry, and while we don't necessarily make the money that we spend on games, there are so many opportunities out there that come with gaming. Game testing, internships, game developing, YouTube careers, you name it. You can go as far as you're willing to take it with the games. Now, does that mean every gamer out there is going to be successful? No, but there are plenty of other people out there who aren't gamers who also aren't successful in their lives. And to elaborate on people being successful in their lives, that doesn't mean making tons of money and getting all of the ladies. It means accomplishing your goals and being the person that you want to be. So if you complete your goals and live your life the way that you want to live, then I'd say you're pretty successful. Unless, of course, you're still living in your mom's basement. Number 3, gamers are all awkward. Now, this one is definitely true for me, but just because there are some of us gamers out there who are awkward, it does not mean that we all are. I can't stress this enough. Just because some gamers do things or act in a certain way doesn't mean all gamers do those things and act in those ways. Being awkward is basically a universal thing amongst millennials, and it doesn't really have much to do with your confidence level. It's just something that happens. Spending a lot of time with computers and gaming consoles doesn't just magically make you someone socially awkward. Personally, I think you should probably go after the people that raised you. The conversations that they have on a daily basis are the only ones that you're really seeing early on in life, so really they're the ones that are responsible for that. But how many completely normal gamers do we interact with daily? I guess we'll never know. Number 2, gamers can have friends. Here's another one that is just plain mean. Some people out there seem to think that for some reason gamers don't have any social interactions offline. I don't understand how people can just assume people have no friends because they play video games. How do those two things come together? I will have all of you know that my 3 friends and I are super close and we sometimes go outside together in real life. Holy crap. However, gamers are lucky as they're not just limited to real life friends. We have the opportunity to have online gaming friends too, and that does not mean AI, okay? We are not making friends with robots, and let me tell you, a lot of my gaming friends are better friends than anyone I was friends with throughout my years of high school. So don't be out here telling me that gamers don't have any friends, because we do, and we can form just as strong friendships as any non-gamer out there. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Grandma. I know you're watching this video. And no, I don't want any pot roast, okay? Number 1, gamers are good at anything to do with technology. So I don't know how often this happens to any of you, but anytime any bit of technology starts acting up or not normal, my family will call me down and ask what's wrong with it, even if I have no idea what the piece of technology is. I am just the absolute Apple genius in the family, according to them. Hey Sam, can you fix this random thing I ordered off the internet even though I don't even know what it is? Yeah, sure, Mom. I'll get right on that. Like just because I spend all of my time around a computer doesn't mean all of the knowledge on the internet is somehow filtered into my brain. No, Mom, I'm not Wikipedia. I'm still gonna have to look up the same YouTube tutorial that you would have. The only difference is that I'll probably find the video first because I know how to word things, so I find things quicker. Well, we may know how to fix our own computers and consoles. We don't know much else else about fixing your TV, your car, your stereo, your pet turtle, your lamp, your outlet, or anything else you might be having trouble with. I personally am kind of techie, so I do know a lot about this kind of stuff, but I know a lot of other people that do play a lot of video games but know absolutely nothing about anything technology related. So there is our list of the 10 misconceptions about gamers from non-gamers. Which ones are you guys tired of? Let us know in the comment section down below. Share this video with your grandma, maybe your mom, and anyone else that you know that sounds like any of these scenarios in this video. I'm sure they'll get a kick out of it. Maybe, if they can find the video. Hey, can you give me a tutorial on how to find the video that you just linked? Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.